Namaskar. Um, yeah, so I think I have a really good idea for some more videos and blog posts about the Nepali language and about learning Nepali. Because what I just remembered was that one really effective way for me to improve my overall comprehension skills and speaking skills and everything, basically the fluency, to improve the fluency, has always been when my excitement over learning the language and over planning a new trip to Nepal has led me to fantasize about having imaginary conversations in my head. Somehow there is a endless supply of this. Once I start imagining this, and well, I thought maybe let me share this with you and maybe inspire you to also start doing this. I don't know, maybe it's just me who profits from this and who is silly enough to imagine it like that, but yeah, it might also work for this. So I tried this once now, so I already have an idea of what I'm gonna do now. My dream, hopefully for the next time when I travel to Nepal, is do a trek to the Rara Lake. Rara, it's pronounced Rara, which is in West Nepal, Midwest Nepal, in the Midwestern region. And I haven't really looked where I can. Oh, lovely. Computer's not switched on, but it's going up. So I'll try to look at the map while doing this now. But basically, so the idea is imagining myself, because I don't really have the whole itinerary of that trip in my head. So I'll let's just imagine I finally arrive at the lake. I've seen it from far off, and now I get to the the edge of the lake. Let me just open this. Okay. Yeah, and so I there is a elder old lady sitting just at the edge of the lake, looking over the lake. She has she's been collecting wood, so she has her a stack of wood just right next to her, and she's just apparently finished collecting wood, or at least is taking a break in between, and it's just resting like that. So let's take it from there. So basically, I'll be approaching, and she also sees me coming. She's not surprised. So, and she sees me, and being a foreigner, she assumes I don't speak Nepali. But so I was thinking, what would be the first thing that's kind of interesting? Usually, it's other stuff, but in this scenario, I assume she'd first of all be concerned about the fact that I'm a single woman by myself hiking. That's probably the main concern that comes to her mind when she sees me. She's like I mean, this is okay, it is a bit touristic, this track, but it's nothing compared to Annapurna or the Solukhumbu region, where there's Solukhumbu, I don't know right now, but the Annapurna, let's take just Annapurna, it's people are super used to foreigners and the foreigners' ways there. It's maybe it's usually much more common that people trek in groups. And I'm not sure if I will trek by myself, but I'd love to do that. But that's really a question of first. But anyways, so she'll be concerned about that, and she'll be like, So okay, I come and I'll be like, namaste, and she'll be like, namaste, and since she's assuming I don't speak Nepali, she'll be like, but she's concerned about me being alone. So what she'll probably do, she'll be like, eklo, eklo. She doesn't know the English word for like the English word alone. So she's like, eklo, eklo. And I'll be like, हजुर आमा म एक्लै हुन्छु म एक्लै छु. Yes, mother, I am alone. And she'll be like, oh, तपाईलाई त नेपाली आउँदो रहेछ. Oh, you speak Nepali. That form आउँदो रहेछ, I think it's grammatically correct, I hope. And it's kind of like, she could also say तपाईलाई नेपाली आउँछ, अथवा तपाईलाई नेपाली आउँछ would be like, oh, you know Nepali. But she says आउँदो रहेछ expresses like her surprise. She just found out. रहेछ expresses surprise in that combination. And then I'll be like, हजुर आमा, like not हजुर आमा, more like हजुर आमा, like yes, mother. I address her with mother because she's really much older. She looks like she's above 60. You can, like, people, I feel people in Nepal usually, especially when they're working people, like when they're farmers, they age faster. So someone who you might assume is 80 might just be 60, just because they've been working the whole life and been outside the whole life. So that's, I think people age faster than under such conditions. And so she's like, what did I say? I forgot, what did I say? So I say, हजुर आमा, मलाई नेपाली आउँछ, अलिकति आउँछ. Trying to be humble, fake humble, in the sense of I still want to surprise her with my Nepali skills. So she's like, मलाई अलिकति, a little Nepali. I know a little Nepali. And she's like, oh, हो र, तपाईलाई त पुरै नेपाली आउँछ होला. She'd be like, really? Sounds like you know all Nepali. I'm like, pura is really like all. When I say like, purai ta hoina hola, completely, everything, maybe not. Tara, tekai छ मेरो नेपाली, भन्नु न. Meaning, yeah, but it's alright, my Nepali, let's say it like that. It's like, पुरै त आउँछ नि. So it's so common in Nepal that they compliment you and exaggerate those compliments just to make you feel happy or something. It's really, really normal. And you're just like, yeah, fine. Yeah. I'm the world's greatest, so let's continue the conversation. And I'm like, la, hoina ta la. So that's the bickering off and on. So now we got over the whole Nepali thing. Thankful. So she's like, oh, Chori is daughter, right? So I address her with Ama. She goes like, she addresses me with daughter. She's like, Chori, तपाईं त एक्लै, तपाईलाई, oh, she asked me if I'm not scared walking by myself. तपाईलाई एक्लै हिँड्दा डर लाग्दैन? Like, are you not scared walking alone? And I'm like, होइन आमा, म गोरुङ्गु केटी हुँ, अनि मलाई पनि त्यतिकै नेपाली आउँदा त्यति खतरा छैन, हैन त. यहाँको खतरा नेपालमा त्यस्तै गर्दा खतरा म राम्रोसित बुझ्छु, हैन, त्यसकारणले त्यति खतरा छैन होला जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई. So I said, well, I'm strong and also speaking Nepali, so I don't think that I think that puts me in at less of a risk. And also I do understand the risks of something like that well, so that also decreases the danger. The word here, khatra is danger. So last time I tried this conversation, we didn't end up at this place. She wasn't so concerned about me being alone, but no, well, it's very like in Nepal, people are so patronizing. I wouldn't say in a malicious way. It's just so much ingrained into the culture, especially towards women. Very patronizing. They would never ever have. If I was a boy, I'd never have this conversation. Me being a girl, I constantly have this conversation if I travel by myself, constantly. So, and I mean, it's not like I'm not naive in the sense. I know though there are real dangers. People like rape happens in Nepal a lot, and so on. There definitely are dangers. I mean, there are always dangers being alone by yourself, but being a woman by yourself is definitely more dangerous in Nepal. There have been cases where there was this one famous case where 2 foreign girls were raped and killed. Probably, it was never really made clear if they were raped while being out and about in this military area in the south of Kathmandu. And then it was claimed that it was like a conspiracy and people were hushing it up, and it was actually some high-ups in the military that raped and killed them. But then they made some small guy come forward. How did I end up? Why does this turn so negative? So I'm like, yeah, let's stop talking about this. This is I'm fine. So I'm like, hazur, this way, yeah. So and then I don't know the word. So what would I say? Because I'm trying to shift the topic, and I ask her what she's doing and like if she collected wood. Now I'm not remembering what the word for wood is. So what would I be saying in this situation? I'd be like, well, I would just probably just point at it. I'd be like, yo aja ke भने Nepali पनि होदिन. I'm like, well, what should I say? I don't even know Nepali. I like, let's get back into the fantasy. So then, you always manage somehow. I'd say, तपाईं यो आज हो तपाईं यो कटेर. I'm looking for the word to collect. I know a word for to collect, but I think that's not. It's very high sophisticated. You wouldn't use it in this context. There's this word sangkalan garnu. Sangkalan garnu means to collect. I'm doubtful that you could use it in this context without being laughed at. But let's use it, and some Nepali will probably correct me about this. So I'd be saying like, what is the word for wood? It's embarrassing. Something with daura. तपाईं यो आज कतेरा सङ्कलन गर्नुभएको? And she'd be like, सङ्कलन भनेको के? She'd be really confused, wouldn't understand me. Like, what the fuck is this girl talking about? She's like, she'd be smiling. She'd be like, do. And then she burst out into explaining something, and I wouldn't understand anything. That's my fantasy. That's my 2 days fantasy is lost in translation. Practice that. Yeah, she'll be like, oh, म आज त्यो गरेको छु. अनि so I'll be like, त्यसो भए तपाईँ अहिले सिक्नुभयो, सक्नुभयो, हो त्यसो भए तपाईँ आज आफ्नो काम सक्नुभयो. I'm asking, so then you finish your work for today? And notice that I say saknu bhayo I'm also using, like, we're both addressing each other with tapai, which is kind of weird since she's regarding me as chori. It would be very appropriate to use Timmy in this context, but since I'm a foreigner, it is actually likely that even though I'm her chori, I am still addressed with tapai. This level of mental gymnastics is definitely possible. So, and she's like, हजुर आजको लागि सक्यो म एकचोटि आराम गरेर घर लाग्ने अब. She said, yes, I've finished for today. After resting for a moment, I'll be heading home. घर लाग्ने, to walk home. Aram गर्ने means to rest. Actually, aram गर्ने, I think there is a better word for this in Nepali, because aram garnu is actually Hindi. People would definitely understand it, and since it's Midwest Nepal, people use much more, their dialect is much more influenced, I feel, by the Himal, Pradesh Himalko Pahari dialects, even though Midwest is still okay, but and they might themselves use aram garne instead of whatever else someone might say in Nepali for this. Aram garne, but it's very Hindi. It's very Hindi. But you can use it definitely. So I'll be like, since I want to finish this video, I'll be like, has ama mo aba lagne ho hai. So I'll be like, well, yes, huncha, has is okay. I don't know actually has if that's polite enough, or if that's a little bit too casual kind of language for someone that I'm supposed to be respecting, since she's older and I use ama and tapai. But yeah, has ama mo aba lagne means, well, ama, I'm leaving now. I'm going. And she's like, has chori, and she'll be thinking to herself, thank goodness this girl's gone. Yeah, so that is that. Maybe you've learned something, and yeah. सुन्नको लागि धन्यवाद. तपाईँहरूको दिन शुभ होस्. नमस्कार.